I'm replacing the headlights on the 63 Impala with the two outside ones. All the tools you need is a pair of needle nose, flathead, and a Phillips. There's 3 screws on holding this little bezel in. There's one there, and there's one on the bottom. Once you get this bezel off, there's gonna be 2 screws right there. That smaller one with the silver part on it, and there's one right here. And then there's a spring right over. It's hard to see, but it's right there. There's a spring. You gotta get some needle nose and grab on and pull that out. Once you get those 2 screws right there and there off, and the spring unhooked right there, just pull this silver trim piece out, and then the headlight should come out, and then just undo this connector right there. Once you get the light out and unhooked, the bulb that you need for a direct replacement is this Wagner H5006. Once you get your light out of the box, you're going to get it and plug it into that connector. Once you get it plugged in, there's these notches right there, and there's a notch right there. It lines in and goes into that little slot and that slot. Just like there, you can see it's in the notch there and there. Then you get your retainer trim piece and line it up to the screw holes there and right there, and then you put your screws in. I put the screws in just about halfway, so that way you got a little bit of play. So when you put the spring with your needle nose, that way you got a little bit of room to mess around with. Once you get the screws tightened down and the spring in, you're gonna get this trim piece and line it up right there where them holes line up, and then put the Phillips screws in. And then once you get those 3 screws in, and the corners there, and then there's one on the bottom, you're done with your headlight replacement. It's the same on the driver's side, just the screws are on the other side. And then I found this pretty interesting on this old headlight. It's probably hard to see. It's the original one from 3/5 of 1963.